What I think Mr. Trump has to understand is that this is more than being about him. And it's about the United States and our national security. And he has to make sure that now that he's going to have the opportunity to do something for our national security as opposed to talking and tweeting, he's going to have tremendous responsibility to make sure that U.S. national security interests are protected and are advanced.
CIA Director John Brennan criticizing Donald Trump for his overtures to Russia's Vladimir Putin, saying the president-elect does not understand the threat posed by Russia. Donald Trump snapping back, asking if Brennan was the leaker of the fake news, tweeting out, "Oh, really? I couldn't do much worse. Because just look at Syria, Crimea, Ukraine, and the buildup of Russian nukes. Not good." Was this, meaning John Brennan, the leaker of fake news? Trump's incoming press secretary, Sean Spicer, responding to Brennan earlier.
Look, this is an individual in Brennan that's supposed to be someone that the president and the president-elect should be able to trust. And you see him going out there and making pretty outward comments that frankly don't understand the breadth and depth of Donald Trump's understanding of Russia. To make a comment like that is clearly not to understand who he is and the understanding that he has of Russia or frankly the entire geopolitical landscape. So I think when you see someone that's supposed to be a trusted confidential advisor go out and make silly comments like this, it really makes you question what else that they've said or done, and I think that's where the president-elect's coming from on this.
Joining me now, retired Lieutenant General Thomas McInerney. General, was Brennan wrong?
Yes, he was, Liz. And I'm absolutely delighted that President-elect Trump pushed back on it. He is a counterpuncher, and he should. The Intelligence Committee, I believe, committed a very grievous error by doing this, by briefing this garbage, as Bob Woodward called it, and it should never have gotten out. And it was deliberately, I believe, put in a position in the media to try to delegitimize President Trump's election. And then you have John Lewis doing this, and it's all orchestrated.
You know, General, what's really strange is every time Trump is improving in the polls, something is leaked. The Billy Bush sex tape was leaked when he was improving in the polls, and voters were starting to vote early. And, you know, we had consumer confidence, small business confidence, the market's all improving, and then this Russian report is leaked. What is behind it?
Well, those patterns of behavior, I believe, and they are patterns of behavior that you very correctly analyze, Liz, are what it tells you is behind it. This is coming from, I believe, the highest levels in the Democratic Party, and in this particular case on the intelligence, it probably had to come verbally out of the White House, no fingerprints, that encouraged this type of activity. Otherwise, these fabricated reports never should see the light of day. And I think it is the intentions of the Democratic Party, starting at the very top, to continue to try to delegitimize this new president-elect whenever his popularity goes up, whenever anything good happens.
You know, General, you made the point that veteran journalist Bob Woodward, he was the one who, with Carl Bernstein, uncovered Watergate. Bob Woodward, as you pointed out, called that Russian fake report garbage. He sided with Trump. Let's take a listen.
That is a garbage document. It never should have been presented as part of an intelligence briefing. So Trump's right to be upset about that, and I think if you look at the real chronology and the nature of the battle here, those intelligence chiefs who are the best we've had, who are terrific and have done great work, made a mistake here, and when people make mistakes, they should apologize.
What do you think, General? Does the media owe Trump an apology?
They owe President-elect Trump a huge apology, Liz. This is fabricated, and I give Bob Woodward great credit by him standing up. Look, he is a master behind how this is orchestrated from an administration, an Oval Office, and how it gets out to the media. He knows it's garbage. When Bob Woodward calls it garbage, it is garbage. But there's going to be plenty of evidence, and I believe that the Congress ought to have congressional investigations into this leaking itself and how the word got out and the process they used.
All right, General Tom McInerney, thank you so much for your service to our country and for coming on the show. We love having you.